about this. This is now officially in airing.
They can't hurt you now, can't hurt you now, can't hurt you now. Because the night belongs to lovers. Because the night belongs to us. Because the night belongs to lovers. Because the night belongs to us. Because the night. Because the night. Because the night.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. This is truly awesome to have you here. And are gonna start our show. Oh, well. Welcome, everyone, to. Here we go. What happened there? But welcome everyone to the Tonight Show Starring Sherwin. We have a very special show tonight for you. So why don't we start by warming up our hearts? See those hearts, everyone, because I'm gonna bring out our special and co-host. Actually, we have a great show planned for you guys. Let's go. Let's see them hearts. And see enough hearts. Yes. And everyone, welcome to the Tonight Show Starring Sherwin. I am your DJ Vaditron. We have a special host for you tonight, honoring the Veterans Day. Come out, Major! Go!
What's up, everybody? What's happening, Moshe? What's up, baby? Kip, I see you. What's up, fam? What's up, y'all? Shaki, you still owe me money. I love you anyway. What's up? What's up, Kip? What's up, Subtle? What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? So glad to see y'all avatar faces out tonight. One second. Okay. All right. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Tonight Show, typically starring Sherwin, but I'll be your host tonight because we have a very, very special experience going on tonight. We are celebrating Veterans Day, and for some of you that don't know, I'm a veteran myself, probably served in the United States Navy, and so I was asked to host, and here I am. And we got some amazing guests that we're going to be bringing out tonight as well. We're going to be bringing really cool people on the stage that have served not only in the military, that have also served in Altspace in the real world. So we're going to find out what's going on with them in a little bit as well. But first, I know the tradition always is to reach out to my man, Vad. Vad, how you doing, man?
I am well and so excited. I could not wait for this episode. And truly honor. It's a big honor to be here with you.
Man, look, that I know that typically you and Sherwin always kind of talk about like, what you got into the weekend. And I just kind of want to know, man, what did you do? I'm curious too. What'd you get into?
Well, absolutely. So lots of stuff going on over the weekend, and I'm pretty sure we're going to cover it during the show. So I'm not going to spoil that part. But what happened really, well, I live up in Canada, so it's getting cold up here, everyone. It's Fahrenheit, let's put it this way. It's minus 25 only out there, and lots of snow, so I'm getting ready for ski season. And yes, that does not stop me from going skiing. Having said that, that was the highlight. But how about you? How was your weekend? A busy week.
Well, being in Atlanta, there was not much skiing going on down here. Some pretty decent weather, but I did get out a little bit though. I went and checked out Black Adam, the Black Adam movie, and I don't know, man, it's debatable. It's debatable, and like it wasn't a bad movie. It's worth going to see in the theater, but you could also probably check it out on I don't know. You could wait to rent it and still enjoy the experience. So I think I actually had more fun in Altspace this weekend. Like seriously.
Okay.
I got to explore around and get into a bunch of different little stuff. So if you guys remember, we kind of had that Halloween experience going on in here. And I know that, like, for some of you, like, some of you take the holiday super serious. I kind of take it light, but I did kind of get into some things. So the first thing is my man Jay Walker had a party going on, right? And if you look on the screen here, if you don't recognize that man with the exquisite beard, that's actually my alter ego. That is Vincent Von Peel, and he is he's kind of the guy that I use, and that's Cap too. That's actually Cap. So we went around just doing a little bit of like friendly trolling, having a good time with people. It wasn't to be mean or nothing like that, but we were just trying to guess how many people would recognize us. And, I was doing weird, creepy voices, like if you know me, I always do. But we just had fun entertaining ourselves with that. But on top of that, one of my favorite events and experiences in the space is Club Premiere. Thursday nights at Club Premiere, we had a great time. A lot of love, a lot of fun times in the building. And it would be remiss if I don't mention that tomorrow night, Club Premiere, you all have got to come out, experience what's going to be going on. Bigger, better, meta. If you don't know the group, if you weren't here when they were on the show, you missed out. Super dope. I'm gonna call them the Altspace Super Group. They are dropping the premiere of their new video. I'm in love with your avatar. It's going down right in Club Premiere tomorrow. So make sure to get yourselves out there. But I also saw a familiar face in the crowd. It was something distinct. It was like something about this guy that just kind of particularly stood out. There he is up in the building. Vad, you came out and supported, man. Did you have fun?
Oh, it was so much fun. I have to admit, I came in and it was good vibe, good, it's just fantastic. And you were hosting it. It was extra spicy. So yeah, well, it wasn't, yeah, absolutely loved every second of it.
Take that, man. I'll take being spicy, man. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, good
So listen, good times, man. Good times tomorrow. Again, can't plug it enough. Make sure you guys come out tomorrow and have some more good times with us and a little bit more spice. Hey, also this weekend, I had an amazing experience, something that I've never really honestly experienced in the metaverse before. I got to go to a comic book or a Comic-Con convention. Well, I'm going to say the proper name, MetaComCon, right here. It was amazing. Like, I walked in and I really did feel like that I was in a convention. I mean, shout out to Honey Ginseng. He had the facility built up. He even had that, like, that carpet, that convention carpet, like he had everything perfect. And I, for one, kind of got into it. There were some weapons and stuff. And the weirdest thing was happening to me. Every time I picked up a weapon, something weird would go haywire with my beard and my hair. And so, that was me. Like, I picked up the trident, stuff went a little left. I promise you, I didn't do this on purpose. All I did was pick it up. It got stuck to my hand, and that happened. Would only let me put one weapon down if I picked another one up. So then I tried to pick up the Thor hammer, and this happened. And at that point, I was kind of a little bit confused on like what was going on. But I just kind of sat down, I meditated for a little bit, was able to put the weapon down. And eventually I did find myself. Now this outfit was a really cool prize for people that attended both days. They had Dragon Balls hidden around the whole environment. And it was a really kind of fun, interactive experience to search them out. And once you got all 7 of them, you got teleported to this world where there was a dragon and everything. You got a code. And shout out to Sparrow for kind of being the brainchild to put all of that together. Yeah, definitely give her some love for putting that together. Super fun experience. I can't wait. If you all missed out, then hopefully it'll be back in 3 months, 6 months. You all won't have to wait a year. So that was kind of my Altspace week in a nutshell. But all has been leading up to tonight for me. Again, I am super ecstatic to be here. I'm a very proud veteran. I am so proud to have served my country. I always feel like I can't do enough, for others. And it started kind of with that discipline that I got in the military. So when I was asked to host this special, I think I was choice number 3 or 4, but I'm not offended. um, I seriously jumped on the opportunity because I think, we don't get a chance to recognize our veterans enough and just kind of let them have their moment to shine. So again, in honor of Veterans Day, that's the reason we're having this show. And that's the reason that we have the next 3 individuals that are going to be joining me on the couch. So look, I wasted enough time. We are going to get into it. But first, I did a little teaser there. But first, just like my man Sherwin always does, we got to come into the Daily Dish. This one's super interesting. All right, check it out, y'all. I was trying to figure out really cool Daily Dish. And if you know Sherwin, he finds this stuff in the news and finds this stuff in the media to talk about that's really just kind of riveting or makes you go, type thing. And my personality, I'm searching and searching and searching. And I found something that was so fascinating to me that I had to share this with you. And it's all centered around frog licking. Now, I know you're thinking that when you're thinking frog licking or frog kissing, but that's not what I discovered. This is actually what I found. What I found out is that the National Park Service has been asking for people to stop licking frogs. Okay. Let's see that next slide. The Park Service wants people to stop licking frogs and toads. Now, what that is a Brazilian tree frog. And if you know anything about these particular types of frogs, they excrete this something on their skin that is poisonous. But the side effect of it is that it has hallucinogenic effects. So people have been creeping in mass into national parks, searching out these frogs for the sole purpose of licking the back of a frog or its belly, or I don't want to imagine any more than that. But this is a real thing that's going on, to the point where the National Park Service has put a warning out asking people to please stop licking toads. I know this is a family show, but I'm just kind of like, just whatever happened to just smoking weed? You know what I mean? Like, if you're looking for your next high, like, what just ever happened to just being able to, like, I don't know, that's a little extreme to me, but I was fascinated by this. I was so fascinated by the way that I started doing more research. I was like, okay, if frogs can get you high, what else can take you there? You're going to be blown away by what I found. Not only do tree frogs take you into this hallucinogenic experience, but also clownfish. Apparently, if you consume clownfish, you'll have that same kind of trippy experience. So this told me a lot, right? This told me a lot right here. I figured out something. This is the real reason why they couldn't find Nemo. Right? It had nothing to do with him being lost and going further away. Nemo was just around the corner. They were just too high to find him. So I guess apparently, I don't recommend this, but I guess if you want to get trippy, you can get into it with clownfish. But not only clownfish, it gets weirder. Sea sponge. Sea sponge. Beloved SpongeBob, what he's made out of. Apparently, if you nibble on SpongeBob, you'll get a little buzz too. So again, investigative mind kicked in, and I was like, okay, this explains a lot about his boy Patrick. Because come on, we don't think Patrick's slow. There's things that we think of Patrick, and now doesn't it make sense? I won't go any further. I won't ruin anybody's childhoods, but just, stuff to make you go, type thing. All right, the next one's terrifying to me. I'm sorry. But if you grab a handful of these are what's called the red carpenter ants. And apparently, if you just throw some back in your mouth, once again, you'll be off in a trip. Just looking at this picture terrifies me. So I have no desire nor interest to find out what I'll start hallucinating and thinking about if I'm eating not tree frogs, but carpenter ants, tree frogs, any of it. I don't want any of it. This next one blew my mind. This was probably the most amazing discovery I made all week. Apparently, if you lick the face of this next entity, it will send you on a trip like nothing else. Right, Sherwin. It's been documented that if you lick the side of Sherwin's face, will be hot for 3 days. It's documented. It is a documented fact. Now, it doesn't work unless you ask his permission. So please don't start walking up licking the side of Sherwin's face. It'll get weird, and I don't want him to get mad at me about that. But look, that is my daily dish for the week. Please don't try any of that at home. All right, y'all. It's time to get serious. It's time to get into the reason why we are here. Once again, I get super stoked and I'm super excited about Veterans Day. And I know and I see some fellow veterans in the audience that I want to give a shout out to. I see my man Joe Sneaker out there. What's up, right? Thank you for your service as well. These three individuals that I'm about to bring to the stage are impactful and probably a friend to most of you in the space. They're doing amazing things now, and we're going to learn about some of the amazing things that they did in the military as well. So without further ado, let's bring them out. Woo. So come on out, Lucia. Dr. Rael, come on out there. Last but certainly not least, he smoked.
That's me.
What's up, gang?
Hello.
Hey,
what's
how
going
you
on?
doing?
Good.
Welcome to the show. Look, I am super stoked that you all are here. Thing about it, I was saying this before the show started, but I want everybody to know it's so much cooler when you can interview people that you like. You know, I actually really like you guys. You're some
Thank you.
amazing individuals, and I've been able to have conversations one-on-one with each one of you that were extremely impactful to me and meaningful. So I'm gonna get the sappy stuff out of the way, but I just want to thank you. You know, you don't realize sometimes the impact you have on people's lives, but I promise you that each and every one of you had impact in a very positive way in mine. So thanks for that. All right. So I know you all well, but I want to give the audience that may not know you a chance. So this is what I want to do. I want you all to let everybody know what your name is. Then I want you to let them know the branch of the military you served in, and you can give your rank, last name, serial number if you want, whatever you like. So Fuchsia, let's start with you.
Hello, everybody. Y'all know me as Fuchsia. My name is Sandra, and I was known as Master Sergeant Wheeler, United States Marine Corps. Served for 26 years in the Marine Corps. Hey.
Awesome. 26 years of service. That is amazing. Thank you. Thank you for your service. All right, Dr. Rael.
Yes. I also, my name is Dr. Rael Sims, and I was in the United States Marine Corps. Spent 6 years as a sergeant in the Marine Corps.
Right. All right. Thank you, Doc. And B Smoked, I see you over there. Friend, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Was B Smoked my own my persona here, but I'm actually known as a Master Sergeant Baguette, and I've also served 22 years retired in the military.
What branch were you in?
Oh, I'm sorry. The best one, the Army. Yes, the best one, Army.
Okay. Army. Okay. I see why you didn't want to say what branch you served in. I get it. Get it. Look, y'all. Hey, first off, let's say it now. We mean no disrespect to any branch, but if you know military folks, we will throw shots at each other with love. Love. We will never go
You're
too far.
proud. It's the reason why they call us the few the proud. Not everybody can do this.
Oh,
yes.
we'll
So
get
proud,
into that.
so proud.
We'll get into that. Listen, y'all. I think one question that a lot of people have is, what makes a person join the military in the first place? So I'd love to find out, just kind of what inspired you to even sign up? Were you drafted? Were you coerced? What was the thing that made you serve? And was it what you expected it to be? B-Smoke, I'd like to start with you with that question.
Well, as you know, when you're young, You want to be independent. You're being your own. So the army was the best place. 'Cause I also was very intelligent. I needed to make sure I could feed myself and get education. So I knew about the army, and I heard in the beginning, "Be all you can be." So I joined the military, the army, so I can leave my people's house and get a paycheck, get fed, and learn something.
All right. All right. Thank you. Dr. Rail, what about you?
Yeah, man, it was it was the challenge. It was the challenge. I tried so many things in my life, so many sports, and I was like, well, what's next? And when I thought about joining the military, then I wanted to know, like, hey, well, which one is the most challenging, right? So I was like, okay, well, the Army, Navy, Marine, which one do I want to get in? So I said, hey, I want to, everybody was saying the Marines was so tough. So I was like, yeah, well, I want the challenge. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
So you're a glutton for punishment.
Yes.
So
I regretted it
so
too,
listen.
though. Absolutely.
So I was
I was
gonna
like,
ask if
oh
we spoke out
no,
on.
no, why did I say the Marine Corps?
So
Okay.
Bespoke, I was gonna ask you all, and I don't want to ask you the both that same question. So was it what you expected?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everything and more, actually. It was, I mean, I had heard about it and some movies about it, and it was exactly what I expected. So, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Fuchsia, same question for you.
First of all, y'all gonna have to pardon my dial up. I'm having some technical difficulties over
Hey,
here.
look, I get it. I had an
Um,
escape navigator before. I get
it was a challenge. It was definitely the challenge, and a lot of people let's say you couldn't do it, and so I felt like I had something to prove. And they said that's the hardest branch you could ever do. They said Marines are crazy. You can't do it, and I had something to prove, so proved it.
proved it, and you did, and you retired out of there. So
I
you
retired
must
out
have
there.
liked it.
Yes, I loved
Okay.
it. I loved it. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, again, I think it's really cool when people just make these decisions to commit themselves to something, and then you all see it through. So kudos to you all for that. Um, so kind of on the heels of that, you know, one thing we pride ourselves on in the military is always having crazy stories, right? So I need you all to share with the audience, like an experience you had that was strange. Keep it within decent parameters, but what was just one crazy story that you could share? Dr. L, we'll start with you on that one.
Oh, man. So in boot camp, I think I weighed probably about 35 pounds, and we uh, we had to climb this hill called Mount Mother F, and and so I was like the smallest guy, man, and we have like 70 pounds on our back on the climb up this hill. And this hill is so tall that when we wake up, we're in the clouds, right? And it was this guy that was in boot camp with me. He was a big dude, real huge guy. He actually would push me the hill, get me up, man. I mean, it was just like he would push, and I would go, up the hill a couple of steps. And once he catch up with me, he would push me back up, man. It was pretty, hilarious later on afterwards. Once we made it, I was like, wow, so but yeah, man, that
That's
was
so funny going
one of
through it,
the
but on the other side of that hill, it was pretty pretty hilarious, huh?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I got
It
you.
was scary too, man, because I thought, wow, if I don't make this hill, I don't make it, because
Hmm.
that really determines if you don't make that hill, that's it. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Fuchsia, what
One
about
more,
you?
one more, one more, one,
Oh,
one
okay.
part of that.
Okay. Go ahead.
More part of
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that was kind of innocent.
So
I was gonna let
I
you off the hook, but that
actually,
was pretty innocent.
so actually went to myself, we was gonna, when we having our food and everything, and you have to cut the can and each food. And I was by myself. I was in the woods by myself. When I was eating, heard some noise. When I looked up, this was the first time I have ever been, like 3 feet from the animal, and it was a big deer staring right at me, and I was like, I don't know if will he attack me or is he just staring at me? And we're both just staring at each other, right? I'm like, and I just moved, and he didn't move. When I moved, he didn't move, and we just sat there, and he just sat there and watched me eat. So that was pretty
Yeah,
hilarious to me. Yeah.
that deer wanted all the smoke. He wanted to let you know the rumors aren't true. And was he one of those deer with the like antlers and everything? Was it
Yeah,
a
that's why
stag?
it was
Oh,
scary because I was like, oh wow, and I didn't. I had my rifle right on the side of me, but I was like, I'm not gonna shoot the deer. But I was really just wondering, was he thinking like, if I could just rush him, what would happen?
hmm.
Oh yeah,
But you didn't. And so the lesson
right.
that the audience should take from this is that Marines are afraid of deer. Bambi, all of that is right. Gotcha. Duly noted. Duly noted.
Right, not
All
humans,
right.
just deers.
All right, Future, what about you?
So when I was in boot camp, I was about 30 pounds, 130 pounds. When I got my first uniform fitting, everything fitting nice and tight and everything. When I went back for my second fitting for my uniforms, it was 150 pounds. I had gained weight in boot camp. So
Wow.
my
That was
nickname
muscle though,
in
right?
was muscle, but I gained weight and my uniforms didn't fit, and I had to get everything re-altered again. So my
Mm.
nickname in boot camp was Recruit Porker, and whenever they called me,
Aw.
I had to say Recruit Porker. What's your name? Recruit Porker. I would have to stand in the middle of the quarterback, and they'd be like, "Tell everybody why your name is Recruit Porker." Because Recruit gained weight while she was in boot camp. They put me on weight control and everything while I was in boot
Oh
camp.
wow.
I got there weighing 130 pounds.
You just look, that's 20 solid pounds of muscle you gained. They had to understand that.
I know.
But look,
But
you
another,
retired out of there, so you overcame, right?
yes, another story.
Absolutely.
We were in Afghanistan and we used to have to, I used to inspect quality insurance inspector. We used to have to go to forward observing posts. And we flew in Ospreys, helicopters or whatever. And this one day, and this is when I really knew all my training had kicked in. We started getting fired upon. And I wasn't
Mm,
scared or anything. I locked and loaded and I was ready to go. Now, my battle
let's
buddy, on the other
go.
hand, was over there praying. And I'm sitting here like, is she serious? This is not the time to be praying. We need to be getting ready to pull this trigger. I'm looking at her after we get off that helicopter, and I'm like, "You over there praying?" She said, "Yeah, that's why we ain't get hit because I'm over there praying. Y'all got me while I'm praying for y'all." So
Hey, look,
still think about that
she
today.
might not be wrong on that. Look, combat vet, and did you get a medal for that?
Yes, yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
service with that. That is amazing. All right, B Smoke, I have not forgot about you. Give me a crazy story.
Well, as you'll find out, I was a drill sergeant, and so we
Ooh.
had privates, and they're the highlights of our military career, is the privates. And as they go through basic training, we try to scare the bejesus out of them. So that's part of what we do. So we had a private locked up with a prison detention, and we wanted to know why he was talking. He was scared to talk, and he was whispering to his buddy. And we said, "Get up, lock it up, lock it up, lock it up." And so he locked up, click, lock up, click, click, click. So everybody's locked up, by click, and he's standing there, locked up, lock it up. He locked up, and then this, see his BDUs turn from tan to dark brown.
Oh shoot.
I said,
Mm.
"Okay." And he still was too scared to say, drill sergeant, can I go to the bathroom? And so he just did it right there. So
Hey, well, he didn't listen. He told her to lock it up. He didn't lock it up.
lock it up.
We spoke. I have a feeling if you were my drill sergeant, though, I probably would be terrified. I just got this feeling that you would have you would have snapped me into shape. And how long were you a drill sergeant?
I was 3 years active duty drill sergeant and 5 years reserve drill sergeant.
Awesome, amazing.
Wow.
So
The
listen,
one
y'all,
making me call myself recruit porker. That's the drill instructor that was making
that's
me.
the drill sergeant that you had. Wow.
Yeah, that one right there.
I kind of believe that. No, Beach Folk, though, she wouldn't do you like that, would you? No. Okay.
Hi, Porky.
Silence says everything.
Hi, Porky.
Don't incriminate yourself. All right, y'all, listen. So we've been telling these stories, but throw some hearts up if you would love to see what they actually look like in the military. We got some photos, but we need some hearts. Throw some hearts up, please. Okay. All right. So first up, we're gonna pull some pictures up of you all, and I need you all to explain what we're looking at. All right. So Fuchsia, you are up first.
What you see is my before, and you was clowning me about my little asymmetrical bob haircut, but
I
that shit
wasn't
was
gonna
fly.
say anything, but now that you mentioned it, what did you have going on? Was that regulation? The salt and
Yes,
pepper
it was.
regulation, or was that like?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was above the collar. It was above the collar. Yes, it was regulation. But that is my before picture, and that is my conclusion to the Marine Corps. That picture right there is me retiring from the Marine Corps as a master sergeant.
As a master
All my
sergeant, y'all
lovely
give it up.
women.
Give it up. But that's not it. We got some more photos though. So there was some in between time. So explain what we're looking at here.
That's a picture of me at the Marine Corps ball in my mess dress uniform. And the other picture is of me when go inspect. Like I said, I was a quality insurance inspector. And that was me in Afghanistan. We have to.
Oh, wow. And how long did you serve in Afghanistan?
A year.
A year. Awesome. Okay. All right. What we got going on right there?
And you know I love taking selfies, so.
Okay. So that was
It's
just
the
a
same
selfie going on. Okay.
And you always gotta be taking pictures, always taking pictures. But yes, that was me also in Afghanistan.
Okay. Now, what vehicle? Explain to everyone what vehicle that is you're standing in front of.
Now you're gonna make me start lying because that wasn't my MOS. I didn't keep up with the type of vehicles. I just got low.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. All right, we're gonna let you off the hook on that one. Okay, so let's go to the next photo. Well, who is this handsome character right here?
Handsome man.
Yeah, that was the day of graduation.
Nice.
I was if you can see that look on my face, like, yeah, I'm tough.
You kind of had a look on your face like when you were looking face to face with that deer. Is that the same look you had?
That's the same look. That's the exact same look.
So, Dr. Rael, around how old were you on this picture?
I was, I think, 11 and a half. No, I don't know.
Got you, man.
Yeah, I know. I look like a kid, man. It was, wow. It's a trip seeing it on a big screen like that, too.
Throws back some memories, man. Hey, man, when you wore
you
it
see
well.
how small I was, too, when I was talking about how small I was. I was tiny.
Yeah, you're going to come out of boot camp fit, man, if nothing else. That's for sure.
Yes.
That's the Marine boot camp. I'll give it up to you all. You all have, like, the hands down.
And you're right. I definitely left, man. I had muscles everywhere. I was, I was tight.
I remember getting out of boot camp, and I didn't want to drop. I just wanted to run everywhere. I'd be like, a couple of miles. I remember going home. My mom wanted me to go to the store, and I just took off running. Got the groceries and ran back. I've never done that again in my life, but for that one time, man, it was a great experience. Seriously.
Yeah,
All
it was
right.
awesome, man.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad you had a great experience with it. So let's see who we got up next here. All right. Who is this group we're looking at? Who is this?
Oh, that's the almighty drill sergeant class of '87 when I got off the trail.
Wow.
I'm on
Those
the
are
third
all
row at the
drill
bottom
sergeants.
there. All drill sergeant class, the graduation class, right? Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's the
Good.
stuff of nightmares right there.
Yeah. Well, what happens is that this is when I got off the trail. But if you actually do 2 years on the trail, call it on the trail, when you do the service on and the trained soldiers. So you do that's called on the trail. And so I did 2 years then. And because of the performance I did on the trail, I also worked at the Drill Sergeant Academy. So I also made drill sergeants. I wasn't just a drill sergeant. I
Awesome.
became a drill
So
sergeant.
you drilled drill sergeant. So that's like
Amen.
you were like some inception level, like boss, like final boss sergeant. Yeah, I'm not playing no games with you, Be Smoke. I'm not playing with you. All right, I know we got some more pictures. Okay. All
That's
right.
one of my graduates, my honor platoon right there. That's my first honor platoon. So I was very happy. My honor platoon right there. So I'm very proud of them. And that means we got all the streamers. Honor platoon, you have soldier stakes, you have riflemen, hand grenades. And so this platoon, it was elite in all of them. So I was very happy. That's why I kept that picture. That's my first honor platoon when I was on the trail.
So Be Smoke, you look so nice on this picture though.
Milk and cookies, yes.
Yes.
All right. And I think we get one more.
Right. And that was my first platoon. When I graduated from Drill Sergeant Academy, that's what my first platoon I had. So I kept my first platoon, my honor platoon, and I had my last platoon. I didn't get too many pictures. That picture in the top corner is when I graduated from Drill Sergeant Academy. And that was the first time I got off the trail. I think I was in Korea. Yeah. My second overseas duty position is on Korea. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. Actually, no, I think we got another one, don't we?
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
And what you have here, this is still Korea on the side here. And the one in the middle is in Germany. I spent 3 years in Germany, then 2 years in Darmstadt, a year and a half in Würzburg, Germany. And one thing, my MOS, the generator mechanic, the vehicle she didn't know it was called a Hummer. The for my motor pool.
So you had to ask.
And we fixed those.
I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Just make sure you didn't have foodborne illness. That's all. She made sure I got where I needed to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
This get me there.
And
Yep.
this was my life
That is
most of the
awesome.
time in the field when I was on the trail. Yeah, in the woods.
Wow. It's been. Well, look, again, thank you all, and thank you for sharing the photos with us. So,
Yeah.
listen.
Hey, what about you, man? What about you? What's
I was just about to say it wouldn't be fair if I just kind of exposed y'all and didn't expose myself. So, begrudgingly, decided to share some photos. So, Vad, let's go. That's your boy right there. Looking crazy. I was a $103, and I think I was 9 years old on this picture. That was me in boot camp. We were packing up to leave, and you probably can't see up close, but I was so relieved for that to be over, and I thought I was that dude. Like, I thought I had it all figured out after my little boot camp experience. Had no idea what the fleet had for me, but had no regrets whatsoever. But all I know is I was glad that was over, and I wasn't one of those people that got sent back. What sent back means that if you don't get it right the first time, you mess up, they don't boot you out of boot camp. They just send you back to day one. So you could be.
They call it recycle.
Like,
You get recycled.
Recycle.
Yeah. That's right. You get recycled.
There's no worse feeling than when you all are about to graduate and you see that person that was with you all, and now all of a sudden they're with the day ones and their head shaved again. Oh, that was heartbreaking. That was like nightmares for us. So this next one, I was actually in the fleet, and this was probably one of the most important things that I did, which was sleep. And I had a buddy that was playing too much and taking way too many pictures, and I was tired. And so all of that machinery that you see around me, that weird dungeon looking place, that's actually what we call a berthing in a ship. You sleep inside a ship and you sleep in a rack that's sometimes 2 levels high, 3 levels high. And I want to take a picture. I was just like, all right, man, hurry up, get this picture of me. Leave me alone because I want to sleep. And I'm sure all of you can agree, the quality of sleep that you get in the military is unmatched. You learn to sleep anywhere and everywhere. I slept on
Anywhere.
top of rope, slept on non-skid. I've slept on steel like a baby. And that's a quality that I keep to this day. But look,
Sleep
speaking
in the
of
metaverse.
qualities, I slept plenty of times in the metaverse. But speaking of qualities that you keep and carry on to this day, I would love to know, what is it that you feel like you access? Do you feel like there's anything that you took from the military that is part of what you do now? And Smoke, I'm going to start with you on that one.
Well, right now I'm currently CEO of SMB Enterprise Officials, and I train referees, small officials. And because of my training as a drill sergeant, I'm able to accelerate their growth. So where it normally takes people 2 3 years to do, I can train my referees in 8 to 6 months to do the same thing 2 or 3 years of officiating does. And I have like 4 or 5 success stories of referees that now are in college, and they just referee college level. And then normally it's like they're phenoms, they're unicorns in the program because they've never seen a referee grow that fast, that quickly. And that's what I do
Oh,
now
wow.
based on my training as a drill sergeant.
Amazing. Amazing. Dr. Rael, same question for you.
No, I'll say stick to itiveness. Just not giving up and just striving and continue reaching those goals. And I think it helps me a lot in life. And just as the story that I mentioned, climbing that hill, right? And just striving it, and today, it's helped me out a whole lot as far as achieving many goals. If I felt like if that I made it through the Marine Corps, I can make it through anything in this world, and
Uh,
so it helps me out a whole lot. So everything
Absolutely.
that
And
I'm
Dr.
doing right
Rael,
now started off with that.
For the people that don't know, let them know what you do now.
Yeah, I am a neuropsychologist, a behaviorist, a body language expert, and a sex expert. And I specialize in why we do what we do from an eco-biopsychosocial and spiritual point of view. I help people to understand what's going on in the brain, what's going on in the body when it comes to neurology, when it comes to biology, what's happening when we interact with each other, when it comes to relationships. And so I explain the science of it. And, I work for the film industry too, as well. So when people are making films, I actually go over the script and add the science into it. And movies that you may see, I may have a part of that and doing that as well. And as well as helping veterans too. So I spend a lot of time trying to help veterans to understand their benefits, because sometimes it can be kind of difficult
Hmm.
for veterans to what benefits that they're actually due. So yeah,
Amazing.
it's a
Amazing.
lot more,
Thank you.
but be here
No,
for all
thank you
day.
so much for your service and being there for veterans. That's incredibly important. And just being there for people in general, like the knowledge that you have and that you share willingly with folks, is life altering. So continue to do what you do. Thank you for that. Future,
Yeah.
same question for you.
Um, Definitely going to have to say being able to adapt and overcome, being ready so you don't have to get ready, always being proactive. Um, there's a problem, trying to find a solution, always looking for the solution. I'm not just going to someone and saying this is wrong, but going to them and being able to say this is what's wrong, but this is how we can fix it. You know, um,
Gotcha.
would say that's the main thing, is just bringing structure to an organization.
Awesome. And do you feel like, I'll kind of open this question up to all of you. So ultimately, would you recommend, if you had a young person that's dating back and forth, would you recommend they join the military? A or nay?
I answer that first.
Absolutely.
Well, I used to be a recruiter, and I was a very
Mm.
successful recruiter in the Marine Corps for 4 years. And I would definitely say, as I think everyone should go in the military, even if they just did 2 years, because life skills that you get in that time will carry for a lifetime. The biggest thing for me was promoting education. I was a recruiter
Mm.
because I wanted the kids that I put in know that the Marine Corps, or not Marine Corps, but the military is not forever. You're going to have to, some of us are going to have to get out, and they're going to have to go right back to work, getting a skill while you're in the military that's going to transition over to the civilian sector. And
Mhm.
also, you have the opportunity while you're in the military, get your education, to get your degree free. That was my biggest thing when I was in there, was teaching my kids how they can go to school and work full time and getting that degree, getting their bachelor's degree and everything before they got out the service.
Awesome. I can't argue with anything you're saying. I'm 100% in agreement with that.
Hmm.
So awesome. And what about you? What about you two? Do you feel like, would you recommend that a young person join the military?
Yeah, I'm really keen on the education too as well, and I would also say if you are interested, you know, I would like to see you have some education even before you go in, because if you go in with education, then you go in as an officer. You become a lieutenant, and that'll help you as far as your rank. So
Hmm.
and if you don't, and again, what Fuchsia said, I think it's really important, if you're in, to get that education while you're in, and that trade while you're in, and also
Hmm.
take advantage after. If you don't still take advantage of the military. I mean, because in goodness for the military, that's how I went to school.
Yeah.
So it paid my way through college, and I think it's so important. So all of those benefits that you can get, and have. So absolutely.
Okay.
Hmm.
And B Smoke, we'll end that one with you. What do
Well,
you
I
think?
have two. I say things twofold. I always suggest people young that are not sure what they want to do, anything in the military. They'll help you with structure, an
Hmm.
organization, some vision and direction. So I would always advise people that are young, and not even just the children, but also adults that can get it together, coming to the military as well. For my background, my mother's a professor at a university, so our education was always the forefront of my thought process. As I left the house, if I wanted to leave, I already had that foundation in me. And thanks to the military, I got my BS and my master's because of the military.
Hmm.
Mm,
And they
That's
also
great.
paid for my
amazing.
Cisco certification. So I'm also Cisco
Amazing.
certified, so I can train anybody to be a network engineer that want to be an engineer. And all that came because of the military. They paid for my education, the BS and the masters, the whole nine. So I most definitely. But I also want to add the next caveat. Wish we was that career. I was stationed in Korea 15 months, where every man, when they got to a certain level, they had to join the military. I think if that was the case in the United States, we wouldn't be having this kind of mess we have right now, the self-serving, because you learn one thing about soldiers, we take care of our own. Okay,
Yeah.
we have battle
Yeah.
buddies, which you brought up before, battle buddies.
Yes.
And I
Yep.
wish I had one more
Responsible for
picture to
each
send
other.
you, one of my flag football teams, and I didn't realize it till I looked at it. Y'all have, because of the military, you don't have race, color, creed. We're all the army. We all the Marines. And we had that picture. I had
Hmm.
about five people that was white, Asian, Filipino. We were soldiers. We defended the United States of America, and we had pride in our country. and it was no division of race, creed, sex, and all that stuff. It was about us fighting, defend our country. I think that's lost sometimes in the civilian world, what we're here for, what our purpose are, how we are united, and what we do and what we serve. Thank you.
Well said. Well said, B Smoke.
Yeah.
Listen, hey, I want to honor you all because I understand the sacrifice that it takes. Because we talk about the good parts, but there's some tough parts of the military too. There are times where you are sitting there and you're doubting, what am I doing and why did I do this? And it's being able, I think, sometimes to push through and to persevere. One thing about Veterans Day, I know a lot of times to civilians, they see like just a time when we get free meals, right? And I am looking forward to my free meals. Like, don't doubt that. But
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
it's something about completing the mission. It's something about completing the mission, seeing it through. Whatever you agreed to do, you saw it and you made it to the other side of it. That is so powerful to me. And I don't want to ignore the fact that there are people that lay down their lives for us to be able to be right here in the metaverse right now. We are the ones that are blessed to be able to say, hey, we made it on the other side. But there were so many folks and so many veterans that laid their lives down, and we have to remember them and we have to honor them as well. So I thank them and for their sacrifices. I thank you all for your service and your sacrifice. And I hope this is an inspiration to everyone that look, these folks, these vets, these people that talk about it. There's a reason this pride we have is that we don't think we're better than or anything like that. But it's an ultimate service that you give. If you all agree with that, there's a service that you give proudly. And for me, I would do it again in a heartbeat. Right? But with that being said, I know we kind of went deep and kind of went heavy, but now other thing about military folks is they're a little bit competitive, right? Would you agree with that?
Yes. Yes.
So we're gonna settle this beef once and for all, y'all. You know the Tonight Show, you know that they play games. This is no different. We're about to get into a little bit of what I like to call military trivia as I stand on the desk here. So come on over here, y'all. We're going to get into this Veterans Day trivia. Bring it on down here. All right. Just need you all to stand on this side right here, facing me on the side of the table. Come on over, get in there nice and tight. Okay, y'all. So this is how this is going to work. I'm going to give you multiple choice answers. And I thought about being fair, but military is physical too. So this is about a little bit of reaction time. So I want you all loosen your wrists up a little bit. Just loosen them up. There you go. Okay. I'm about to say you a little FFI failure follow instruction, but you all are good. So the first person that raises their hand is to answer the question. So you got to be quick on the draw as well as knowledgeable about these. All right, so we're going to ask you a few questions. I'll give you multiple choice, and then you raise your hand if you feel like you got the answer. Is that fair? Mm-hmm. All right. So I need the audience to help keep them honest. So if I'm off and I don't call the right person, I want you to throw some sad faces up and let me know who is the person to move the quickest. So that's our check and balance system, okay? All right. So with that being said, we're going to get into the first question. All right. Question number 1. What was the name of the U.S. Air Force before 1946? Was it A, Military Air Force, B, Army Air Corps, or C, National Air Support? All right, Fuchsia raised their hands first. What is it, Fuchsia?
B.
Which one did you say?
B. B.
B is a, okay. All right, let's see if Fuchsia is right. Army Air Corps, you are correct. Congratulations on that one. All right, so now you guys kind of get the feel of Dr. Raya. I saw you raise your hand, but that was way later. That was much too late. I need you to limber them shoulders up. All right, let's go to the next question, y'all. All right. What branch typically goes to war first? In times of war, what branch typically goes first? Oh, Smoke raised her hand before I even gave a choice. B Smoke, what's your answer?
Marines, first in, last out.
Marines, first in and last out. Let's see if that's true. Boom, D, Marines. Congratulations. Now, come on, Marines. Come on. Y'all let the Army person answer that question?
Now, so
Shout out to that.
we get everything right. Then they come in and just sit there and don't do nothing. We already did all the hard work.
That's right.
Okay. All right. I see a little trash talking going on. That's okay. All right. Now, here's one I need you all to think about. Now, in the military, a lot of times smoke is used to signify different things. And we know the meaning of different smoke changes. But there's one smoke color that stays consistent. What does white smoke mean in the military? Is it A, land here, like land the chopper here? Is it B, marking the enemy's location? Is it C, for concealment? Ooh, smoke on it again. Your answer, B Smoke.
White smoke is for concealment.
Find out if she's right. Boom. Edit again. Concealment. Let's go. All right.
Okay, I'm
Marines.
gonna stop now. It's not fair. I'm a drill sergeant. I know these answers.
No. Let's keep it going. I just know I'm glad I'm in the Navy because I don't know, the Marines are looking crazy right now. That's all right. All
I don't know if
right.
y'all see B Smoke. She keep. I don't know if you guys see B Smoke because she keeps putting my hand down when I try to raise it.
Okay, we're gonna watch for that. All right. Play fair, B Smoke. All right. Question number 4. Which branch of the military has the most deployments? Which branch of the military has the most deployments? Is it A, Navy, B, Army, C, Coast Guard, D, Marines?
Wow,
Which branch of the military? Don't be afraid, yeah. I won't judge you if you get it wrong.
I know it's not the
Much.
You go over
Again, I'm gonna ask that question.
I guess I'll say Navy.
Dr. Rael, what's your answer?
I guess I'll say Navy.
Say Navy? Okay, let's see if you're right. Boom. United States Navy is correct, sir. Congratulations. You got that answer right.
Yeah,
Yes, we,
boy.
the Navy.
Good job there.
We the United States Navy, we get out there and we get it done most of all. All right. No disrespect to y'all. Okay. Now here's a great one.
And we be
Equal
right there
playing
with
field
y'all.
on this one. Question number 5. What the longest war in recorded history? What is the longest war in recorded history? Is it A, the 335-year war? Is it B, the Reconquista? Is it C, World War II? D, the Gulf War? Which one is the longest war in recorded history?
Oh, honestly, don't know.
A, 335-year war, B, Reconquista, C, World War II, or D, the Gulf War? The answer, just somebody.
Just say A.
Throw it out
A.
there.
I'm gonna say A. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna say
we got,
A
got two
too.
guesses with A. We'll split the score.
I'll
if we
say
both
A
are
too.
right.
We all jump off the ship together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all holding hands and jumping off the ship, and all 3 of you are wrong. It is actually B, the Reconquista. This war lasted 781 years.
Oh, wow.
You're
Okay.
711 to 1492. So
Oh.
no points
That's
were
crucial.
given on that one. But you got a chance to redeem yourself. All right. We're going to go with a bonus question. All right. You can spin around for a second and look at this one. I really want you to think about it. Which branch of the military is considered the safest? Nobody say anything. I want you to think about this. Wait. No, put your hand down. I want you to think about this. I'm going to give each one of you a chance to answer. All right. So once you got your answer, I'll give you a couple of minutes. Okay, that's enough time. All right. I'm going to go down the line. I'm going to ask each one of you, and then we're going to reveal the answer. There's no multiple choice. So, Fuchsia, which
Air
branch of the
Force.
military is considered the safest?
Force.
The Air Force?
Mhm.
What you say? Don't be afraid to say that. So you calling the Air Force soft? Is that what you saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay, I got you.
Facts.
All right. All right. Be smoke.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Air Force.
Air Force. You're going with Air Force as well? Dr. Rael, which branch do you consider the safest? We might have lost
Mhm.
Dr. Rael there. Oh no, he's thinking.
No,
He's in deep
no.
thought. He went into mannequin mode.
Ow. I
Mannequin mode.
oh. I might say the Navy.
Oh,
Navy.
wow.
Okay. All right. So you say the Navy, you say the Air Force, and you say the Air Force. Does anybody want to change their answer?
I don't
You're
want to
locking
change my
in with this.
answer.
This is for all the points.
Oh,
Okay. Well, the answer is everybody turn around. The Space Force.
oh,
The
that
Space
wasn't
Force,
even
which is
the
the
Air Force.
actual branch of the military, is considered hands down the
Trash.
safest branch.
That's garbage.
Listen, hey, it's factual
Space
though.
Force.
So look, we don't have any losers here. We have nothing but winners. So in our eyes, all three of you are winners. And by recognizing that, we wanted to do a little something for you. Say thank you for coming on here and to just recognize your service and everything else. So, with that being said, we're about to bring a little something out for you all.
New car.
How'd
A
you
new
know?
car.
I was checking. I was patting my pockets for the keys,
One
but
for you, one
I,
for you, and one for you.
All right,
no,
Oprah.
it's not a new car. It's something very close to it though. While they're getting it together, just tell you, folks to Tonight Show wanted to honor you all, and so what we decided to do, what they decided to do, I'll actually give them credit, is that they're going to donate $100. Going to divide that up by the charity of your choice. So your favorite charity, Tonight Show's going to donate money to each one of your charities. So thank you so much for your service. We appreciate
Yeah.
you. And this is just a little token, thank you. Feel free to check that out as well.
Nice.
So give it up, y'all.
Nice.
Give it up to Fuchsia. Give it up to Dr. Rael. Give it up to B Smoke for being such good sports. And after you check that out, come on back up here because I would love to hear any last bits of advice that you would like to give to the people. I keep jumping on this desk. Navy me. I'm wow. Okay.
I also mention the events that we're doing.
Absolutely. Well, Fuchsia, first, we're going to start with Fuchsia. Fuchsia, what advice or last bit of information would you like to leave with folks?
So on the serious side, um, I want to say every branch of the service, we're taught to be leaders, we're taught to be strong, don't show weakness or anything like that. A lot of times service members um suffer alone. They don't talk about, problems that they're having. They could be dealing with PTSD, depression, stuff like that. They suffer alone. So I just want to say that um strongest thing you can do is say that I have a problem and I need help. It takes a lot of courage to do that. And a lot of service members do struggle, again, like I said, with depression, but they're not weak because they go and they say, I need help.
Amazing. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Hey, thank you for that. Big Smoke,
Yeah.
thoughts would you like to leave with folks?
That's pretty much the same area I was coming from. Real good about. We're
Yes.
pretty ones that I guess I would say blessed. I'm Catholic. I believe in blessings and guidance. I think we're blessed that we came out of the service on a good side, but there are many homeless and many people that have not made it through the service with their right minds or all their limbs and things of that nature, and they gave a lot for this country. So if you see someone on the road, there's signs and things of that nature, just think that some of them might truly be veterans and might need some little help and assistance. So don't look at them as the vagrants, but don't like they something for our country.
Absolutely. Thank you for those thoughts. And Dr. Rael, we'll finish with you. What thoughts would you like to share?
Yeah, and that we are all a team, all of the military as one, as synergy, as centality. Together, we have power. Together, we have the energy. And I think it's really important that we stay together and work together to help other veterans. And I think it's really important, and it's something that we're actually doing too. Friday, we're having an event celebrating disabled veterans and how veterans use different ways of helping deal with depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. It's the Ava Fest. And matter of fact, I don't know if he's here, Glenn Towery, something that we do live in Austin, Texas, that he's been doing for a few years now. And Q-Tech is running it, and Kip donated and build a house for us to do it in. And, I think it's just awesome when veterans come together to show other veterans that we care and that we're there for you. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you again for that information. I got a chance to meet Glenn on Clubhouse. Amazing individual is doing a lot for veterans. So we definitely want to continue to support. And speaking of support, while we were sitting here, I got a message from D Nice that said that they would like from D Nice Clothing, they want to donate another $100 to the charity. That's going to be $200 that's going to go towards your favorite charity. So shout out to you, D Nice. We appreciate you, fam, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming on the show tonight and spending a little time with us.
You.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we
Pleasure.
give it up once again for Fuchsia, Dr. Rael, and B Smoke? Thank you all. You guys, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Right, all right,
You,
all
bruh.
right, all right, all right.
Right, man.
All right. Keep the love going, y'all. Keep the love going.
That's me.
Folks, listen. Thank you for your patience and hanging out with me. This is my first time doing this, and this was an amazing experience. And so, I think it's time for me to give just a few of, my closing thoughts. And I really want to reach out to you, Van, and just ask you, man. So, what did you think? How did you enjoy the show?
Oh, I absolutely love the show, and truly an honor to part of this show, to hosting it, and having Fuchsia, B Smoke, and Dr. Rael here as the guests. And what an inspiring episode! What an inspiring episode! And the closing thoughts that they shared and the advices that they gave was nothing but just I got goosebumps when B Smoke was talking and Fuchsia shared her thoughts and Rael shared. It was just fantastic.
Yeah, I totally
Congratulations.
agree with you.
Done.
I totally agree. Man. And honestly, man, as far as just this entire experience, just to kind of piggyback on what they were saying, as far as the thing that they drew from the military, for me it was so many things, but leadership was one of those, the biggest things, and just being missional minded. I do want to be better about serving people, and this gave me a great platform and opportunity to experience that. And I don't know if I was a little nervous. I was a little nervous about doing it, but I really had fun. But when you talk about leadership and ran like a military experience, not in a bad way though. This is probably one of the most professional endeavors that I've ever been connected to. And that's saying a lot, man, because I was part of Mediculture. I mean, this rivals this in every way. When I say there are people get stuff done, you all have no idea what's going on behind the scenes and the amount of people that pour into you to bring you this weekly. I have a new appreciation to it. So for Stover, City, Blue, Vad, thank you so much, just kind of pouring to me and guiding me and giving me good direction. If you're curious about the outfit, shout out to Millie. Millie made this for me. Yeah, this is kind of the official announcement. Millie's bringing out a men's line of clothing, and I think she's gonna have a pop-up after this, so definitely check that out. So Millie, thank you so much for hooking up the Pico for me, the little Navy swag. I appreciate it. Hey, and really, I got to give a lot of love to my man Sherwin because he kind of trusted me with his baby. So,
Oh,
Hold on. What is going on here, Major? What are you doing? You trying to take my job? You're in the metaverse? What's going on?
What's up, Sherwin? What you doing here?
I'm just checking out the show. I was driving by and I heard the Tonight Show was going on, starring you. And so I decided to drop by. How did he do tonight, you guys? I don't know. I wasn't here for the whole thing. Was he good? My God, look at that love. You must have did a good job, Major. Props to you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the invite and bringing me on.
Speaking of the Tonight Show, you guys, next Wednesday at 10 p.m., we've got the ladies of DME. They are in the building tonight, and they're going to be on our show next Wednesday at 10 p.m. I'm so excited. Major, you know these ladies actually personally, right?
Man, not only do I know these ladies, they are my friends. They are my heart. They do some of my favorite events and experience, and they came in. And you talk about being of service to other people. They brought love into this space, and I draw great energy from around them. So I'm going to be here next week.
Yes.
I standing up here. I had enough of that, but I'll definitely be in the audience supporting, man.
Absolutely. Well, we can't wait. Shout out to DME. We are so excited to have you on. Make sure you guys check us out next Wednesday at 10 p.m. And shout out to Major, y'all. Let's get one more round of applause for the one and only Major. Yes, thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next time. Mwah. Thank you guys.